If you have not used Capture One yet, then after this video you should definitely at least try it. I guarantee your world will turn upside down. Hello everyone! For the few past years I used only Lightroom. Of course I knew about Capture One and even used it, but not so much. For me it was just another editing software. And during the time that I did not use it, it evolved very much. In this video I will talk about 3 reasons why you should switch to Capture One, and then a little about why you should think again. I think the most important feature is the ability to add layers. Just imagine. Each processing step can be placed on a separate layer. Light, color, sharpness, every setting. And you can turn off any layer at any time. Delete it or lower the opacity. If you ever heard something about capture, I think it was something about color. In Lightroom all color values are predefined. This is red, this is blue. Capture One allows you to customize any colors in the Advanced tab. Just select color, refine tone for it, and then adjust hue, saturation and luminance. Same thing for every color. Here you can create your own database of colors from a photo. You can also create a mask based on a selected color on a new layer. And all existing tools can be applied to it, not only color adjustments. Skin tone is another level of editing. There is no such tool anywhere. You select color in your photo and then you select the range around it, all orange and red tones for my example. You can make all color adjustments for this range as always. And then you can decide how much you want these adjustments to be similar inside of this range. This tool was created to work with skin, but you can use it with any color you want. For example, all green tones of leaves in a landscape. The third reason is at the level of sensations. You need to try it yourself to feel the spirit of Capture One. What I mean? Don't get me wrong, I really love Lightroom. It's a great professional app with very friendly interface. It is very easy to use, even you have never processed photos before. But Capture One seems to be more professional, perhaps more complex, but when I editing photos in Capture, I feel that I'm not just processing photos, but creating an art. Another process from the real world. It's a speed of work. I have no any numbers of measurements, so again, it's some sort of sensations. I don't have the fastest computer. I mean, my computer is very slow, but when I edit in photos in Capture, it doesn't hum like a wounded plane. Lightroom also helped me warm up on the cold winter evenings. And of course a few words about tools should be said. In Capture they work a little more gently. You can see it especially well in the clarity slider. Such a simple function and such a variety of settings. Or what about film grain? So sweet, none of my photos will be left without it. I think now I almost convinced you to switch to Capture One, but not everything so simple. Watch this video till the end. Now I'm not going to talk about cons, but little features of Capture that can stop you. Everyone uses Lightroom, and I mean everyone. I never heard that Peter McKinnon or other famous photographer ever released a pack of styles for Capture One. Styles is something like presets in Lightroom. Adobe has apps for all creative professionals. Artists, designers, photographers, videographers, and all of them have become a part of a large community. And for most of us, this is very important. In Capture you will be one-on-one with the app, so if you like to buy presets and use them, then you have to forget about it. There are also not so many tutorials in the web, but right inside the program you can find a lot of videos and articles about each tool and function. In other words, Capture One is for singles, for all who want to stand out in the crowd. By the way, it's not very convenient to work with styles. I still don't really understand what the problem is, but there is some kind of discomfort. Maybe the problem is that I'm just editing in Lightroom too much. Nobody likes to spend extra money, but the price of Capture is higher than the cost of photographer bundle from Adobe. Perhaps the difference not so big, but it is there, and you need to know about it. I don't give you specific figures, they are different in each country. I still believe that this video will be watched all over the world. But there is a good news for all who hate subscriptions. You can buy Capture One forever. But I don't see the point in that. I still believe that subscriptions is the greatest invention of the digital world. You always have the latest version of the app. But of course, it's up to you. I think that's all for today. Not so much, but definitely something to think about. This is my first video in English, and I want to believe that I coped with dignity, and that someone other than my wife or daughter will watch it. So if you're not my wife, leave the comment below. Push the like button and subscribe to my channel. Share it with your photography buddies. Peace. Perhaps a little more, perhaps a little more, perhaps